Only won once this week against the Bats. Clinched their first road series victory. Capel lines one hard, shallow center. In comes Dunn, the slide, and it goes past his glove. Capel will have a chance for extra bases. He's rounding second. No one's gotten to the ball yet. Now Rodriguez is in. Capel gonna get the round past third. The throw comes in, not in time. An inside the park home run for Connor Capel. The first of its kind for the Stripers this year. And the 9th homer this year for Connor. Gets the Stripers on the board. It's 4-3 Louisville. Capel flew past those bases as Dunn missed it in center. It's ahead 3-0 in the count. As Dunn fires, this one cracked deep towards left center field. Back goes Fletcher on the track, it's off the wall. Acuna rounding first. He stands up at second as Ronald Acuna Jr. has his first extra base hit. Back with the Stripers. It's a one-out double. 0-2 pitch to Baker, grounded towards the third base side. In fair territory, tough play for Nacho. The throw takes the bounce and picked by Batten in time. A nice play down the line by Nacho Alvarez Jr. And there's 2 away as Crooks advanced to third on the throw. It's another 2-2, hit hard towards right field. That's dropping for a base hit. Batten held at third, he'll be held up at third. So Eddie Alvarez tried to lay down the bunt, and now moving off the bag is second. It's to JC, and Alvarez is caught in a pickle. Batten leaning off at third. The throw goes back to third, and it goes wide. And now Batten's on his way home. Alvarez moves up to third. What was that? The Stripers score a run out of it, and it's now 3-0 Gwinnett. Third baseman playing in. Jarvis launches one towards right field. That's deep. Adams towards the track. He looks up, and that one's off the wall. Rodriguez held at second. Now he's getting the wave around third. The throw's cut off. Now coming towards the plate. Not in time. And it gets by Hanley, and Jarvis is safe at third. What a AAA debut for Jim Jarvis. Another extra base hit brings in a run. He's 3 for 3 so far tonight, and it's 5-4 Gwinnett, which got him through that inning. Stranded the bases loaded. As Eels hits this one shallow towards left. In comes Milligan, the dive and the catch. Cody Milligan, the backhanded catch. Had to make a tough dive to make that play, and there's one down on that list. Now the 0-2. Called strike 3, and he does just that. 10 strikeouts through 5 for J.R. Ritchie, a new career high for the 22-year-old. 1-2 to Monasterio, rope deep to left field. That's hit pretty well. Rodriguez on the track. He jumps and he makes the catch, and he holds on as the ball got out for just a second. And Carlos Rodriguez takes away an extra base hit, and there's 2 away. Lara pitched yesterday as this one's lined right to Milligan, who makes the jumping grab behind second base. A hard hit ball from Corey Lee, but Cody right there to make the grab. It's be pitch number 8 in the at-bat now. Baker's pitch, hit deep out towards right field. That's hooking. McCusker give that one a look. And is it fair? It is home run. Connor Capel, the second straight night with a go-ahead blast. He's got 3 homers in 4 games. And Gwinnett's up 5-4. Former Striper Roderick Munoz back out to start this 6th inning, looking to keep this game tied at 6. He'll face 9-1-2 in the Stripers' order, starting with David Fletcher. It's 1 for 2 with a double today that scored a run. Third baseman Prieto playing in. He fouls one back towards the Memphis dugout, does Fletcher, likely protecting that third baseline, which was how Fletcher got his double. High bouncer towards that third base side. Prieto takes a couple steps back at third. It's Munoz set. It's his 0-1, missing well out. It was bounced in. Munoz, twin of current Stripers reliever Roldy Munoz. If they appear in the same game today, would it be only the second instance I could find of twin brothers playing in the same minor league game. As Munoz bounces one in. Saw Gus and Louis Varland back in 2022 playing in the same game for Double-A Tulsa and Double-A Wichita. Of course, Trevor and Taylor Rogers, the 2 relievers, have done it at the big league level. As Fletcher swings and misses ahead of the off-speed from Munoz. It's a rare feat if it were to happen, but just being in the same series for different opponents, cool enough. It's the 2-2 is lined hard towards left. In comes Church. It'll play it on a hop. So David Fletcher starts out the inning with a hard hit single. He's 2 for 3 today. Gave that one a ride, did David Fletcher. That was 2-strike hitting. Provides himself as a leadoff man for Jared Kelnick, who's seen the ball well today, now looking for the results to come with it. So for 3 with 2 hard hit flyouts to center and a strikeout. Fletcher able to inch off at first. Munoz now from the stretch. This is in the dirt. Well, action still in the Gwinnett bullpen after Anoli Paredes has gone 1 1/3 today. Lefty Hayden Harris, likely the arm warming up. Would be his return to AAA. 1-0 now to Kelnick, taken inside for ball number 2. Kelnick entering the day hitting .215. Driven in 11 runs this year. He's had 2 home runs, should have had 3, but it was a nice play from Michael Ciani back in the second to wipe away a 2-run homer. Kelnick ahead 2-0, make it 3-0. So he takes outside. Stripers were able to tie the game up in the bottom of the 5th inning. It was a 2-run homer from Cade Bunnell after Memphis put up a 6th spot in the 5th. So we're tied up at 6. Stripers have scored in all but 1 inning today. Good count for Kelnick. He takes outside in the 3-0 for ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk forced by Munoz. And the first 2 men in this inning getting on for the Stripers. Now Jonathan Ornelas coming up. Ornelas has reached base each of his last 2 at-bats today. Walked and came around to score in the 3rd. He tripled in the 4th on a ball that was misplayed by Matt Koperniak. That was a wacky play in itself. He hits with runners on at first and second, no one out. As Munoz had time called by his catcher Gavin Collins right as he was in his windup. But talking about that hit from Ornelas, it's down the right field line past our point of view in that hole where the sections in the first base side kind of close us off. Koperniak had some trouble in right field getting to the ball, and Ornelas didn't recognize that. He had a feet first slide into second where the throw didn't come in, and it was still in the outfield. He was able to take an extra bag, and he was safe at 3rd. So now he tries to pull back a bunt, and it will go outside. So Ornelas likely looking to advance the speedy base runners in Fletcher and Kelnick for this hot-hitting middle of the order, Carlos Rodriguez and James McCann, both with multiple hits today. Prieto is playing in at 3rd, as is Lucan Baker at 1st. So JC, the shortstop, playing closer to the 3rd baseline, and Brody Moore covering Fletcher at 2nd. Ornelas pulls back the bunt again. This one does get by Collins, and both runners advance. Likely a wild pitch, and now no need to lay down the bunt, as Ornelas tried to in the first 2 pitches. And he's worked a good hitter's count up 2-0, and suddenly Munoz struggling to find the strike zone. It's been 6 straight balls. Now the entire infield playing in for Gwinnett. Fletcher advanced to 3rd, Kelnick to 2nd, still no one away. Munoz trying to bounce back. 2-0, and Ornelas ahead of the breaker. It did miss outside of the zone. He did get Ornelas to chase that time. Or actually did catch the lower part of the zone. Looked like it missed. So Munoz got back in the count. His 2-1 pitch is pop foul towards the right side, out of play. Ornelas with the triple extended what is now a 6-game hitting streak. This game yesterday had 2 hits. That was his only one with multiple hits during that stretch. He's boosting up his average since joining the Stripers. He's played for 2 AAA teams this year. It's the 2-2 hit hard towards center field. That's deep. Ciani towards the track, able to make the catch, tacking up his both runners as Fletcher going to make it towards home. The throw went to 3rd, and Kelnick safe. And it's a sacrifice fly from Jonathan Ornelas. The Stripers retake the lead. They're back up 7-6. Jonathan Ornelas drives in the run. And there's still a runner on at third for Carlos Rodriguez. Jonathan Ornelas now the 6th different striper to drive in a run today. Carlos Rodriguez has had a good day at the plate so far. He has not yet driven in a run. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a stolen base. Infield still in for Memphis. He takes the first pitch outside, does Carlos. No action in that Memphis bullpen. This will be up to Munoz for now. As Carlos Rodriguez average up to 306 now with his 2 hits. So he takes just outside. Collins couldn't frame it up. Was hitting 300 exactly entering the day was Carlos. He's coming off a series against his former team in the Nashville Sounds. So he swings hard on the 2-0. This is cranked towards right field. Back goes Kaperniak, and that one's gone. Carlos Rodriguez has his 2nd home run as a striper. It's Gwinnett's 2nd homer of the game. That one got out in a hurry at 104 miles an hour off the bat. And the Stripers have brought home 3 in the inning. It's now 9-6 Stripers. Carlos Rodriguez also with his first homer at Coolray Field. His only other homer came back on April 27th at Jacksonville. Turning into a fun inning for Gwinnett. Carlos Rodriguez now a 3 for 4 day. And James McCann looking to keep the fun going. James McCann, a good day at the plate so far. He's 2 for 3 with a double and a single. Drove in a run back in the first. As McCann grounds this one hard towards third, backhanded by Prieto, and the throw is in time for the 5-3 ground out, much needed for Munoz, who has allowed 3 runs to come across in this frame. Three runs now the most in a inning this game for Gwinnett. The 9-run barrage, a nice surprise for the Stripers offense. And we talked earlier in the game yesterday about the need for both these teams to try and turn things around. On Memphis, their pitching side, and Gwinnett at the plate. It was Memphis as the first pitch got in the zone to Leonard. It was Memphis who got its pitching staff working against Gwinnett after a 2-run first. That was all they had in the game. Now it's the Gwinnett offense coming through. So Leonard takes a high strike. It's the 9 runs for the Stripers so far today. Got to go all the way back to April 15th against Lehigh Valley, the last time they scored at least 9 runs in a game. They lost that game 15-9. So it's been a long time coming for these Gwinnett bats to break free, as there is a arm warming up for Memphis. A lefty is throwing. 1-2 coming to Leonard. This one cranked out towards left center field. Churchill let that one go to the wall. Eddie's Leonard on his horse. He's on his way towards second, and he'll stand up there with a double. That's his 8th of the year, as Eddie's Leonard picks up a 2-hit day, and the hits just keep on coming. So the Stripers not done yet. That'll be hit number 13 overall for the Stripers. It brings in Matthew Batten. And if you take a look up and down this lineup, everyone except for Connor Capel, the former Redbird, has a hit in this order, and Jared Kelnick as well, but he's also gotten on base with the walk. So 7 of 9 Stripers with hits so far. Matthew Batten has 2 of them. Opened his day with a pair of singles and a stolen base today. He's 2 for 3. So Leonard stands at second. Takes the first pitch strike against Munoz, who has not had a welcome return to Coolray Field against his old team. Hasn't seen a lot of these guys in the lineup as former teammates. He was here in 2023, and no one in this lineup was on that roster. Batten takes high, evens the count at 1. A lot of veterans on this Stripers ball club that fill a majority of this roster on the hitting side. Batten's 1-1. He swings and misses on the breaker. Found the dirt. It was nicely stopped by Collins to keep Leonard on at second. It's the hard hit, extra base hit for Eddie's Leonard we haven't seen in a while. Got to the wall very quickly. Gets a big lead at second. It's his 1-2, softly hit towards third. Gonna be a tough play. Prieto the throw to first, just in time to get battened by a step. And that'll end the 6th inning. 3 runs come across for Gwinnett, with a big hit being a Carlos Rodriguez 2-run homer. Gwinnett leads 9-6. Dave Lazat will take back over on play-by-play. This is Stripers Baseball on MyCountry993.com. Well, Hurston Waldrop's been rolling as of late. He's back out there to start this 5th inning. He's trailing in this game, as are the Stripers. It's 1-0 Jacksonville. Both sides just 1 hit. Waldrop allowed his to start the game. He's been good ever since. It's 8-9-1 coming up for Jacksonville as Jacob Berry will start it. Berry flew out to right his last time up against Waldrop. The lefty stands in the box, and Waldrop's first pitch missing high in the fastball.
Pitch count to open the inning for Hurston at 68. And last time out, 84 pitches. He's typically been around the upper 80s, low to mid 90s, and that pitch count for the year has yet to go 100.
Berry takes outside for a strike. We've seen it at most get to 96 this year. That was against Jacksonville in Jacksonville. So still a long way to go, you hope, for that in Waldrop's start today. Berry chops one foul right side.
Well, the one thing you can be sure of is every member of your bullpen is rested and ready to go. Everybody's been off for 4 days, so you've got every single arm out there available to you. But still looking for as much length, certainly, as Waldrop can provide. And spotlight's on him every time he takes the mound. Braves country is watching and waiting and hoping that Waldrop will be ready to take that next step up to the show.
Still the number 2 ranked prospect for this Brave system. He's ahead 1-2. This one's grounded to first, scooped up by Batten. He takes it himself for the first out. So good start to this inning for Hurston. Looking for some quick work against the bottom of the order. He'll face Jack Winkler.
Got him with that splitter. And you're either going to wave over the top of that, or a lot of the time if you get contact, it's going to be a ground ball just like that. If he buries that splitter, it's tough to get elevated, and he's going to get ground ball outs with it.
Well, last time up, Waldrop got the upper hand against Winkler, a strikeout looking. As Winkler fouls one to the right side of the netting, foul ball. Homered against Hurston earlier this year. As Winkler looking for some of that same success. Made his MLB debut back on May 30th. It was during the Stripers series here that he got called up. Played 9 games with the Marlins. So he takes just out, evens the count at 1. A lot of guys in this Jacksonville lineup making their MLB debut with the Marlins this year. A lot of attention on this lineup as this one softly grounded to third. Leonard on the throw across the diamond in time. So 2 quick outs to start this inning. So it's back to the top of the order for Troy Johnston, but a lot of these Jacksonville hitters in the Marlins top 30, it's the opposite for the Stripers. A lot of their pitchers in the top 30 of the Brave system. Waldrop at the top of that list and looking to keep cruising here. He'll face Johnston again. A double and a ground out so far. He's well early on the breaker from Waldrop. Came around to score on his double earlier in the game. He stole third as part of a double steal. He's down 0-1. Tries to lay down a bunt down the third baseline. Just gets foul. Eddie's Leonard was playing well back and closer towards that shortstop position. So Johnston with his speed trying to take advantage.
And we've seen him do that plenty over the years he's been with Jacksonville. He sees that third baseman playing deep and off the line. He's going to give it a shot. And again, with the speed he possesses, if he's on first with 2 outs, he's as good as on second with 2 outs. So Jacksonville not afraid to try to bunt for a base hit with 2 gone, which is kind of against the grain.
It was close to staying fair. Just got out of the way. As his 0-2 is grounded past Waldrop into center field for a base hit. So Troy Johnston picks up his second hit. Might have gotten a piece of Waldrop and gotten into center field. So Johnston with both of Jacksonville's hits so far.
Looked like that got a part of Waldrop's glove. We'll see it again from center field. And it just glanced off it, so he never really had a shot to catch that. Now they're going to go out and look at him here. And Waldrop signaling that hit all glove, and the replay certainly looked like that. It didn't look like it got any part of the hand at all, but you're talking about the number 2 prospect in the organization, a first-round pick, and a guy the Braves are hoping to see before the end of the year. And so they've got to give him a look here. And very quickly they look at him. Tex and Greg Harrell already on their way back to the dugout.
And we saw on the replay it deflected the ball, changed its path, but didn't get too much of that glove. So hence the quick meeting. It'll bring in Jacob Marcy, who has drawn 2 walks so far. And of course, Waldrop having to deal with Troy Johnston off at first. 27 stolen bases this year for him. They'll have Eddie's Leonard playing in at third, trying to prevent that drag bunt we saw Johnston attempt. Not a big lead at first. It's Waldrop from the stretch, just couldn't get the outer part.
Especially with 2 outs here, if you're Hurston Waldrop, you're certainly concerned about Troy Johnston over at first, but don't want to be so concerned about being quick to the plate that you don't throw a strike here to Marcy. He's already walked twice, so you know he's been selective all night.
International League leader in that category. He's got 60 this year. So he takes the 1-0 in the dirt, bounced in front of Jason DeLay. He was able to get there quick.
And having a number 2 hitter that's that selective, can draw that many walks, that's a big asset to a ball club. You got a guy up there that can work the count, can let the base runners do their thing, not afraid to fall behind of the count, can battle a little bit and still draw walks. That's a big help to the offense.
Well, he cuts and misses the inside fastball. So Waldrop was down 2-0. He gets back into the count here. Looking to stop this Jacksonville offense in this 5th inning, keep it a 1-0 deficit. Long pause for Waldrop, his 2-1 missing low. So in danger again of walking Jacob Marcy.
I think if you're Hurston Waldrop right here, might have to go to your fastball 3-1. Whatever you trust to get over for a strike, let Marcy put this ball in play. He does have power, we know that, but having 2 on with 2 outs, not ideal.
Johnston expanding his lead at first, not going, as it's a high grounder to second. In comes Waddell. The running throw to first is in time. So Hurston Waldrop gets out of some trouble in that 5th inning, but keeps it a 1-0 Jacksonville lead heading to the bottom of the 5th inning. This is Stripers Baseball on MyCountry993.com. How about that from Carlos Rodriguez, the walk-off home run to end the night. Carlos, what's the vibe right now? What was that as you were running the bases?
I'm pretty happy, man. I just trying to help my team win, and I got that done, so I'm pretty happy for us.
You went first pitch crushing on that walk-off home run. What were you looking for that you eventually got?
I was just trying to get a good pitch in the sun, so I got that one right in the middle, and I hit it like it.
Carlos, it was a long day of baseball. Stripers won both games in this doubleheader today. What's the vibe in this clubhouse right now?
I mean, we're pretty happy. We won both of the games today, so let's keep it going.
Carlos, nice swing. Way to walk this one off. Back up to you guys in the booth. Jonathan, 3 hits, 2 homers today. What was working for you at the plate?
I was just trying to see the ball hit it, get a good pitch to hit, help the team win.
4 homers this week. All 10 of your long balls have come in a Stripers uniform. What have you changed since coming over to this organization from the Rangers system?
I think just overall mentality, approach has been a big thing, and I think just the hitting coaches and everybody here has helped me out a ton too.
Last thing I got for you, the Stripers 5 for 5 to start out this week, looking for 1 more to finish off the sweep. What does this team need to do to get it done?
Just play the same baseball we've been playing, good baseball.
That was Stripers left fielder Jonathan Ornelas. Carrie, back up to you in the booth. Thanks, Carrie. I'm joined by today's walk-off winner, Eddie's Leonard. Eddie's, what were you looking for on that single to win the game?
I mean, I was looking like fastball right on the middle that I can swing it.
This team scored runs each of the final 5 innings of the game. What was the vibe in the dugout leading to that comeback? It's got to feel good on a hot day, right?
Tell me the question again.
What was the vibe going on in the dugout? Obviously great now. What was the vibe going on in the clubhouse? 5 innings where you scored runs.
I mean, everybody was trying to do something like we can win the game. So we just get together and talk about it, about the pitchers. And then we saw we were looking for something that we can handle, and we did it.
You had a homer in the game earlier, homered yesterday as well. How would you evaluate your performance to end the series heading to Memphis?
I mean, all the glory has to be to God, because without him, I can't do anything. And then I was doing like something in my mechanic, like I wasn't doing it. And then that helps me to get better.
Well, that's a very wet Eddie's Leonard. Carey, back up to you in the booth. I am joined on the field by Stripers catcher James McCann. James, 2 hits today, including a home run early in the game. What were you looking for in the home run swing?
Early in the game, just trying to put a good swing on it. I got a pitch that I could handle, and thank God I did something with it.
He had a really good May, hitting over 300 last month. Starting off June really well. What's been the approach lately before games? What have you been working on?
Just not trying to do too much. Staying within myself, taking what's given to me, and taking it pitch by pitch, at bat by at bat.
Last thing for you, James. Caught a bullpen game today. A lot of different arms coming in throughout this game for Gwinnett. What's the approach working with so many different arms in one game?
You're sticking with those guys' strengths. They did a heck of a job coming in and making pitches when they needed to, and you see the scoreboard, and it turned out good for us.
That was Stripers catcher James McCann. Carey, back up to you in the booth. Thanks, Carey. I'm joined on the field by Stripers designated hitter Connor Capel. Connor, 3 hits, a home run today. What were you seeing at the plate?
Yeah, just trying to put a good swing, and luckily they fell today, so it felt good.
You've had 3 homers, your last 4 games, hitting over 300 since June. How's the approach kind of changed as the year's gone on?
Yeah, I mean, approach changed based on the pitcher. Just kind of go up there and get a good pitch and put a good swing on it.
Last thing I got for you, Connor, back-to-back wins in this series. How can you keep it going?
Yeah, no, that's big. Hopefully we can keep it going and go in tomorrow and win the series and keep playing good baseball.
That was Connor Capel. Carey, back up to you in the booth.